Fucking hell. Fucking Christ.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Cooper Dashcam video. Typical, as soon as I say, oh, I'm going to try and do this every 2 weeks, my PC blows up. But anyway, on to this clip here. We've got this car in front of us here, turning right at this junction. And it has a dedicated right turn light. Bold green light right there. And this car's just like, no, gotta stop. And I did, lightly bib him and flash the lights and all that. They did nothing processed for this person. They just stayed there, and then they come off the brake as soon as it changes to red. It's while this situation specifically isn't that bad, they stopped at a green light. It's not that bad. It's inconvenience, but it's not that bad. What's concerning is that it doesn't take much for the opposite of this to happen, where it's a red light and they see the green light for the right turn lane or something, and they go through then, and that's when it gets very dangerous. But yeah, no, just poor observations, I guess, all I can really say. So in this next clip, it's similar to the last one. It's someone not able to read traffic lights. Now, this car that's now coming through from the right here just stops. I'm assuming they're seeing the red light that's above them for the junction behind them. Like, you haven't got a stop line there. There isn't a stop. You're not, you don't stop in the middle of the junction. And it's not a particularly confusing junction. It's just a four-way junction. It's like any other four-way junction. But yeah, they just saw that light and seemed to think that they needed to stop. Now, with this one, it's just your typical dickhead German car driver, BMW specifically for this one. And yeah, as you can see, he's just hurtling down on the right there, clearly speeding. The roads are, we're doing 40 here. Roads are 50, but we're doing 40 because, there's traffic. It's rush hour. It's 5 o'clock, back when daylight existed at 5 o'clock. But yeah, he just come hurtling down this road, definitely doing over the speed limit. And just, there's oncoming cars. There's going to be traffic. It's rush hour. But don't matter to him. You get priority, if a police car needs to, or an ambulance needs to come out, he gets priority over that too. So... Now, this clip, once again, another BMW, another stupid overtake. This one, I'd argue, is worse because, first off, his overtake here, he did indicate halfway through the maneuver in one blink, but, he did indicate. It's also on a blind bend. You'll see from the front, it's a bend on the road. So, yeah, really probably shouldn't have been doing that. And, okay, he's got one car ahead. Sure, fine. Whatever, don't really care. That shows that it wouldn't have been put on here if that wasn't the case. But then here in this next bit, he's obviously tailgating this guy in front of him. He's like, I got to get in front of him here. So he goes to undertake, but he needs that right turn. How much of a smooth brain fucking idiot do you have to be?
You have a smooth brain. No ridges or lumps or valleys or bumps. All ideas slide right off, like a water slide. Smooth brain.
So in this clip, it's a bit of a long one, but basically we're looking at the Range Rover that's just in front of the Tesla here. And I can't figure out what it is. I don't know if they're drunk or distracted or what, because there's periods where their driving's perfectly fine, but then there's bits where they're just really erratic and strange. Like here right now, you can see he's drifted kind of all the way to the center line. He isn't over it. It's okay. It's not that bad. But then he'll just suddenly shift over and go all the way to the left against the edge of the road. Right here. He's now all the way against the left side of the road. And even comes off the road a bit, as you can see there. And I'm just like, I saw this. I was just like, what's going on? Like, I don't think he's drunk or anything, but I don't know what. I'm guessing distracted. I'm guessing looking at a phone or something. And you'll see ahead just here in a second. He suddenly thinks he's an F1 car on the bloody warm-up lap, and he starts swerving left and right like he's warming up his tyres or something. It's like I never got a chance to see. I don't know if there was someone else in the car or what that he's trying to show off to. They're trying to show off to, but what? Why are we swerving all over the shop here? And then I'm fast forward it here because there's not really much else to see until later on. Where once again he's kind of drifting into the center of the road again. And then this one he does kind of force the oncoming car to kind of nip up a bit. Not this one, but I believe the next one coming's kind of they're pushed up a bit, and then he swings over again. This one he's kind of bit of a, it's not a tight squeeze, but it's not exactly comfortable when you're doing nearly 50 miles an hour. And then he just swings it across here and goes properly off the road this time. He takes half the car off the road. And I'm just wondering what the hell's going on with this guy. Does he not know what a straight line is? Now, in this clip, it is a bit of an awkward one. I'm not completely raving on this cyclist here, but this left lane here is a left turn only lane. And he does go straight on. I get why he's done it, because, you don't particularly want to be in the middle of the road as a cyclist. And this is a horrible junction for a cyclist, because coming off here is a dual carriageway. But for me, I would not have done it like that, because if someone can hurtling up that fucking lane and going around that roundabout, which, whether or not it's the cyclist's fault, it doesn't matter. The cyclist has been hit. At the end of the day, it is your problem. Whether or not it's your fault is a different story. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't think that's the best way to take that roundabout. Now, this one, we're looking at the car that's now oncoming, not the one in front, the one behind him, because he decides to go into the oncoming lane to turn right at this junction. Now, I'm turning right as well, so obviously there's no colliding paths or whatever. But why did he need to go in the oncoming lane just to turn right there? There was no one in. It's not like he was overtaking anyone, and I know there was no one oncoming or anything. But it didn't make it any quicker. Didn't make it any faster. Just meant he was on the wrong side of the road for a few seconds, which is just why. Now, in this clip, it's once again on the bloody ring road around Norwich. I don't know what it is about the ring road people can't comprehend, but this red car in front of us here just can't seem to keep in its lane. It can't seem to decide what lane it wants to be in. It's kind of, I would have floored it past it by now because it's not going particularly quick, but he's just kind of half sitting in the right-hand lane, and then half in the left-hand lane, which just pick one, if you need this lane, which he did, he fucking went in the wrong lane again here to turn right because can't read road signs or floor signs or anything. And yeah, it's just like, rather than hedging your bets and sitting in the middle, pick a lane, and if you get it wrong, okay, if you can move over safely, but you don't need to just sit there and occupy both lanes, because that doesn't achieve anything. Now, in this clip, we just got, I assume I was hidden by this car that was oncoming, but to be honest, how much he crawled out, I don't really know. Guy's just a bit of a fucking knob. And then just puts his hand out the window, just like, oh, thank you. Like, fuck you. You forced your way out. No, I don't. To be honest, it pissed me off when he done that. Because it's just like, you forced your way through. Just fucking carry on. It don't fucking matter. Just drive. Don't fucking act like, oh, thank you for being so. No, fuck. I didn't do that willingly. And if you're looking at the timestamps of this clip, it's literally a few minutes down the road. And literally the same sort of thing happens. His van pulling out, fine. Then this guy he shoves his nose out there for no reason, and then granted I stopped because I thought he was fucking committing to it, and then he just took it and forced his way through, causing the oncoming car to stop as well. And once again, he's putting his hand up. Oh, thank you. It's like, you know what you did. You forced your way through. Just don't. Just wait, okay? I know that junction's horrible to pull out of, but tough shit. Fucking find another route, if not. Now, back to the clip in the intro. Obviously, I will fully admit 100% I shouldn't have bibbed him like I did. I reacted. I did kind of get pissed off with him here, but you don't pull out like that. I understand pulling out of there. You can't see much. There's cars blocking your view and all that. But if cars are blocking your view, don't just fucking send it and pray to heaven above that you don't hit anything. Creep, all right? Poke your nose out slowly. Don't floor it and then have to slam on the brakes because you realise, oh shit, someone's oncoming. Like, it just... He's a fucking idiot for doing that. And when I pulled up to him up ahead, he's got like 50 fucking phones all around a dash and all that. And you know what? The inside of his car's lit up like a bloody Christmas tree. It's like, well, no wonder you're not paying attention to the road. You can barely see the bloody road. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys once again so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Hopefully it won't take as long as it did this time. But yeah, no promises. See you guys in the next one.